Your phone rings. For some, it's a normal Tuesday. For others, their stomach drops and they stare at the screen like it's a live grenade. We usually attribute this extreme divide to standard personality traits. The assumption is that extroverts love dialing, while introverts are hiding behind their keyboards. But research from the University of Texas in 2019 found that introverts don't automatically hate picking up the phone. The preference actually has nothing to do with how outgoing you are. Instead, whether you prefer typing or talking is driven by social anxiety, how you manage your self-presentation, and how your specific neurology processes human connection. When your friend watches your call go to voicemail and immediately texts you back, they aren't ignoring you or being difficult. It is a neurological anxiety response. A phone call is pure, unfiltered chaos. Someone asks you a question, and you have exactly 3 seconds to respond before it gets weird. That is forced, real-time improvisation, and a lot of us simply don't have the bandwidth for it. Texting acts as a social pause button. It gives you complete control to craft a response, delete it, rewrite it, and precisely manage how you are presenting yourself to the world. If you are dealing with high cognitive load or sensory overstimulation, this asynchronous interaction is a lifeline. You can engage socially without the intense pressure of performing happiness or interest in real time. Dr. Sherry Turkle from MIT has spent decades studying the mechanics behind this exact type of digital interaction. She notes that phone calls require spontaneous intimacy. You have to be emotionally present the exact second the phone rings. Texting, however, allows for considered intimacy. Delaying a response until you are emotionally ready is a highly valid form of connection. This diagram contrasts a rigid linear conversation with a branching web of text messages. This controlled format directly accommodates people with ADHD by allowing for non-linear thinking. You can respond to the second part of a question before the first, or take breaks without violating social norms. For the dedicated texter, the smartphone keyboard functions as an emotional regulator, allowing individuals to manage their social energy while staying present in the conversation. But the people who love calling aren't immune to communication stress. They frequently experience intense anxiety too, which manifests as text anxiety paralysis when they are forced to type. Callers agonize over ambiguous punctuation. Did that period mean they're angry? Why haven't they responded? The missing emotional context quickly spirals into panic. This visualization shows a static text overlaid with dynamic vocal waveforms. The voice carries essential cues like pitch and rhythm, providing instant emotional clarity. That immediate feedback creates conversational momentum. Ideas organically build off each other, like jazz musicians improvising. This need for explicit vocal tone also explains why some autistic individuals actually prefer calling. It removes the exhausting burden of trying to decode exactly what a plain text "okay" really means. Demanding a phone conversation is often a search for emotional safety. The caller is looking for the certainty of a human voice to resolve the ambiguity of a digital message. These baseline needs get incredibly complicated when you factor in when you were born. Older generations grew up when a phone call was the primary social lifeline, so they associate it with effort and intimacy. Younger generations view an unexpected call as weirdly formal and unnecessarily disruptive. Voice notes attempt a middle ground, but they often strip away the core benefits of both mediums. The sender gets the control of a text, but the receiver is stuck in a one-sided monologue, forced to listen in real time without the ability to ask for immediate clarification or build off an idea. Instead, we now suffer from channel choice anxiety. Having a dozen messaging apps creates a constant fear that you are committing a social violation by picking the wrong medium. Providing unlimited, low-friction communication options didn't actually solve our social anxieties. It merely diversified the ways we can unintentionally offend one another. This dynamic chart compares the social energy cost of a 5-minute phone call across 2 different neurological profiles. Think of this energy like a video game stat. For one person, the call costs 5 energy points. For another, that exact same call drains 40 points, leaving them completely tapped out for the rest of the day. Neither spontaneous intimacy nor considered intimacy is inherently superior, ruder, or more authentic. Your communication preference is a direct reflection of how your brain feels safest processing human connection. We have to stop judging the method. Whether you are picking up on the first ring or painstakingly crafting a text for 20 minutes, both are beautiful, valid attempts to maintain a human connection. But seriously, if you leave me a voicemail, I'm not listening to it.
How much of your precious life are you willing to trade for just one more scroll? If this explainer helped you understand people a little better, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more psychology insights. Your support helps this channel grow and allows me to create more explainers like this. See you in the next one.